Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Nerd Enough. I am Tony.
Now, Michael.
Welcome back, guys. It's good to see you. We have quite a few things to talk about today, man. First of all, it's been a week since we watched Deadpool, Wolverine, and Wolverine.
Yep.
So spoilers ahead for those of you who have not watched it. Just stay vigilant. There will be spoilers. Okay, so it's been a week. Our initial reaction was like crazy hype and all that, but
Yep.
how do you feel now?
Right out of the theater, man, it was crazy. And now we had a week to kind of sit there and just think about, break it down a little bit more,
Yeah.
watch YouTube videos, the cameos, and what it actually means for the MCU. Dude, like, I still get giddy. Like,
Okay.
I still get very giddy. Like,
Okay.
I still loved the moment of Wolverine putting on the mask or
Yeah.
whatever you called it. I forget what you called
Cal.
it. Cal, Gambit walking out, like this, that music that we got when Elektra walked out, and then finally when Gambit walked out. And are we gonna see a future with Channing Tatum? Like, I'm still giddy about the whole thing. Dude, I don't. There's nothing that I've seen has ruined it for me.
Dude, okay.
I still, my score that I gave it, it was like an 8.9, still stands.
Okay.
Like after a week later. And part of it opens up everything else. Main villains that we get, main heroes that we get are coming to the MCU finally. And just new castings for everyone. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see the route they take.
Yeah.
So what about you, man?
So after, it's funny because a lot of times with these movies, you know, in the moment you're like so caught up and you're like, oh my god, that was so amazing, and then after a while you kind of like, you know what, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it was cool when I first saw it, but now that I think about it, I think it was stupid, blah blah, like, and you start to nitpick and like take it apart. But the more that I've taken it apart, the more that I've dissected it, the more that I think about it, the more that I've gone back and I try to look for leaked, footage, because I want to watch it again. Like, dude, I get so excited every time I think about the movie, and it's been a long time. I'm telling you, man. I used to be, but before theaters would do like the assigned seating stuff, I used to be the midnight kind of guy waiting in line.
I remember.
I used to be the like, I would call off work so that I can wait in line. I'd be the first one in line at the movie theater so I can get a good seat back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was also the kind of guy that I would buy like multiple tickets ahead of time for different days. And I would go watch these movies more than once. And after, to be honest, I don't remember when was the last time I felt like that I wanted to watch a movie more than once. In fact, the last
this one you have to.
Yeah, the last Marvel movie I watched more than once was actually No Way Home.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, partially was because I was living in California, and I went to go watch it with my girlfriend after, when I came to visit her. But the point is, like, I wanted to watch that movie off more than once. But like all these other movies, all these shows, I've been like, all right, one and done. We recently watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, because she hasn't watched it, and I watched it already. She hadn't, and because now Brave New World is out, we were like, you know what, let's watch it. And dude, I was so bored. Even watching it the second time, I thought I would be better, but I was just like, dude, this is pretty boring, man.
It's a down to earth show, but it's too far down.
Yeah, it is, and I understand what the tone they were going for. I understand the build up they were going for, but yeah, you're right. It's so, like, it was a miss. Like, they tried to go for something and it missed.
Yep.
But man, I'm telling you, bro, this movie has got me wanting to watch it again. I would, like I said, I was going through leaked footage of people recording at the theater, and every Gambit scene, I just get chills all over my body. And the more because I've been going back and I've been going back and seeing all these interviews when Channing Tatum was filming the Gambit movie. Or at least he was trying, and he was trying to get it going. And he prepped. He's been prepping for 10 years, and it just kept getting canceled. You know, a lot of moving parts with Fox, actors, directors, and just going through different writers, and it finally just getting canceled and not getting made. Like, dude, that's Channing Tatum's baby, and to see it come to life, I want to say it, dude. I gotta say it now. He deserves more than just a cameo.
So here's a question. We're just real quick. Kind of off topic on the same topic. The writer of X-Men '97. What if? Because he already knows so much about X-Men. What if he wrote and directed a Gambit?
Well, you know that the writer the showrunner got fired, right?
Yeah. But
if he was
bring him back.
I mean, I don't. To this day, we still don't know why he got fired.
No, I think he's the right person. He knows it all.
Dude, I think so too. I think that'd be great. Don't get me wrong. That'd be great. I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't know if it would happen. I mean, look at Jonathan Majors. We'll get into Jonathan Majors' topic right now, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I just wanted. I know that's not what we're here to talk about. Oh, by the way, happy Spider-Man Day. I don't know if you guys knew it's Spider-Man Day today. I had no idea until I saw a post on it, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I gotta wear Spider-Man shirt when I get home. Yeah, go Spider-Man. But right? I wish they would have dropped something. I don't know. That would have been cool for Marvel to drop like a little. I don't know. It dropped something.
I tell you what, it was cool seeing the picture of you and Stan Lee together. Just
Nerd Enough Instagram. Yeah, make sure you guys go follow.
Nerd Enough Instagram. Yeah, that was cool. Way younger you.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I was in high school. Dang. Yeah, I was still.
Go ahead.
I got picked up from school to go. I got excused from school. Supposedly, I wasn't feeling good, but I heard Stan Lee was gonna be in town. It was a rumor, and I'm like, I can't. Even if it's a rumor, I can't miss this chance. I don't care if it's false. I don't care if he's not there. The worst that can happen is I'll run into other nerds that also thought he was going to be there. Yeah. That's the worst thing that can happen. And dude, he was there. It was crazy. But anyway,
let's talk about why we're here though.
So why?
Yeah.
So as you guys can see in the title for those of you who, again, we've been announcing it for a bit, but we're going to keep talking about it. We are now doing these live on Twitch. So if you don't follow us on Twitch, make sure it'll be in the description down below. Also, for anyone in chat, if you guys do !point socials, you guys will follow. There's a link tree now to all our socials. We're slowly making steps. We're moving up the ladder. We're trying our best to keep going and be consistent. So yeah, for those of you who are already here live, you guys can see here, the title says Marvel is making crazy moves. I mean, wow. Well, let's talk about San Diego Comic-Con, man. I was sitting on the couch when I saw Hall H is live, you know, but I thought, and I forget that every year they don't actually allow the panels to be recorded, and later on they'll release some like highlight footage, but which is crazy. If they're recording the entire time, why don't they just do it live? I don't understand why they don't, you know. And I get it because they don't want to take away from the people that were actually there, but like obviously just don't show the footage. But like I don't know. I wish they would record the panels. But anyway, the way everyone was doing them, pretty much just refreshing on Twitter all the news that was coming out. And so I was watching a few YouTube channels, kind of going back and forth. And let's go ahead and we don't have pictures or anything for you guys today, but if you guys go look it up, you'll find a lot of the stuff that was announced. But let's talk about I don't know what was released, and we're not going to go in order of what was released. We'll just talk about certain things. So out of the first thing that came into my head, Thunderbolts. I'm excited for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
From what I heard about it, it seems like the cast is getting along. They're excited to work together, which is always something you want to hear from a cast. You know, especially if it's a group of people. It's like I want to say
Yeah.
almost like the Suicide Squad of Marvel. You know, I'm excited to see what this movie is gonna bring. We just watched Captain America. Oh, no, sorry, we just watched Falcon and Winter Soldier and
Yeah.
seen John Carter. Was it John Carter? Is that his name? You remember his
But
name?
I couldn't tell you.
As
No, I don't.
as U.S. agent, seeing him come
Yeah.
back because he's got the super soldier serum. Seeing Bucky again. I hope we get some Winter Soldier action, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They've nerfed him so much. I hope he stands out. I mean, dude, have you rewatched Winter Soldier? When was the last time
Dude,
you
it's
rewatched
like
it?
it's probably been like 2.5 years ago.
Well,
Gotta be
have you
honest.
noticed that every time you rewatch it, you kind of go back and think, what did they do to him, dude? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
he's like a softie
Eh,
now.
yeah. Yeah. And to that movie,
It's a great
Jeff,
movie.
amazing, amazing.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder why it's good. You know.
Russo brothers, bro, but we'll get there.
There we go.
It's the Russo brothers, man. They're the saviors of Marvel. And I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, so seeing Sebastian Stan again and all that, I don't know. It looks cool. I'm glad. I'm glad to see that everyone's getting along. I hope that it goes well. A lot of people were saying that the person that stands out a lot in this movie is Yelena, which she's actually one of my new favorite characters in the MCU, in the newer MCU.
Okay.
She's funny, great actor. She's pretty much replacing Black Widow, you know.
Yeah.
David Harbour as the Red Guardian. Is that his name?
I think that's his name. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Obviously, I mean you can't go wrong with David Harbour. I don't know. I'm excited for Thunderbolts.
I think it'll be a. It's not going to pull numbers
You don't think
in
so?
the box office. No. No. It's a movie. It's going to be a movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to pull crazy numbers. I think it's going to be. I don't want to say mediocre. Just a normal, like when Black Widow came out.
Well, Black Widow.
I think it's
Black Widow was a
came on
release
Disney
to
Plus
Disney
only.
Plus, which was
Yeah.
pretty dirty. They
Yeah,
did her
but-
dirty. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to stand out, but
No.
it'll be a fun watch.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. I want to wait until we get a trailer. You know.
Okay.
I want to wait till we get a trailer to say something like that because I don't know. I just don't know. And anyway, moving on. Something that I'm really really excited for is a Fantastic Four. We finally. So, did you see the actual leaked footage?
on like a Nokia phone. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was recorded on something. Whether it was a Nokia phone or a potato.
Yeah.
But it was recorded and we saw it, man. Normally I try my best to stay away from like really bad footage like that, but it's the Fantastic Four and a little bit of history from me. Even though Spider-Man is my favorite superhero and like, you know, Avengers is my favorite group, Gambit being my favorite X-Men and all that, like the Fantastic Four were my first favorite group of superheroes when I was a kid. Like, obviously I didn't know, I wasn't like a fan of the comics because I was like I was very, very young. I just remember watching the movies and I was like a fan immediately. You know? I made my mom get me all the action figures. Thing, Reed Richards, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and Doom. And I was just like those were my go-to action figures. And to see them finally come back to the MCU and Marvel's first family. You know, like it's. I'm very very excited to see what's gonna happen. From that footage. Oh, and I was right about something. Okay, I don't remember. I want to brag a little bit and toot my own horn because
okay,
I called something, and I don't remember if I mentioned it here, but I for sure talked about it off stream. My poor girlfriend, bless her heart. I know she heard it from me so much, and I talked about this all the time. I said I don't think it's gonna be set in the actual '60s. I have a feeling it's gonna be set in like a retro futuristic like alternate universe that's themed after the 60s, you know, like that they never grew out of the trend, but they advanced with that same theme. So everything's going to be like retro and or vintage. I'm not sure what era that is. And it's going to be almost like the Jetsons kind of futuristic, you know, looking world. And I was right. That's exactly what they said. So I'm just gonna toot my own horn and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I called it. I'm excited about it because I don't know. We've never seen anything like that. You know. I wonder. I have some theories that I want to get into. So I'm gonna stop talking about it right there. But let me just finish by saying, bro, that last shot with Galactus looking through the window. Oh my god, bro.
He looks good, and he looks good too,
dude.
Yeah.
And then, do you know who's voicing him? Or who's playing Galactus? I forget his name.
It's the skinny dude, right?
It's some older gentleman. I forget his name, but I know he voiced someone in Game of Thrones or something like that. Dude, someone told me, or I saw a video, and they said, like, just keep in mind, this is the voice of Galactus. And they showed a clip from that villain, and I think it was Game of Thrones. And I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to, like, hear it. And, oh man, it's just... So, a little fun fact about me, I actually have... someone told me finally what it was. Megalophobia. Which is, like, the opposite of being scared of heights. So being scared of heights is when you're like on a tall building, you look down and you're like, oh my god, you're scared. For me, I'm scared of things towering over me, like a giant. But I mean, obviously, I'm not scared of anyone who's like 6 foot. I'm saying like if Godzilla was real, I would be terrified. Like I got megalophobia. So I feel like this movie is gonna be like. Galactus is gonna be a scary villain for me, so I'm excited to see it, man.
So you're scared of things that aren't real.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, here's the thing. I think that's a scary thing.
What about a giraffe? What about like a giraffe?
I think I'd be scared of a giraffe if it went up to me like really close. I'd be pretty scared, but I wouldn't scream. I don't know. I don't think I'd scream and run.
We're going to bring it to a zoo.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. I guess you're right. I've never actually been faced with that fear, other than when I am standing next to like a skyscraper. Like I get chills, man, because it's so high. And I just imagine like buildings like crumbling down and stuff, and I get like, where would you go if you're in the middle of a city with skyscrapers, and something happens, bro? Where would you go? Like, they would completely demolish you. You know, there's nothing you can do. But anyway, I don't know why we're talking about this. So how do you feel about Fantastic Four?
I don't know. I don't know. Like you said, I grew up watching the Silver Surfer, I don't remember how many they were. It was cool. It was just 2. It's the first one, the Silver Surfer. I don't really have more to say about it. I'm excited to see the direction they take and how this is going. If it's an alternate universe, how is it going to go back to Universe 616? Right, it's a different universe.
I have a theory.
Is it part of the sacred timeline? How is it going to become part of the sacred timeline? we're getting all these different things out of universe,
Yeah.
different dimensions.
Yeah.
But I want to know, how's it all going to connect?
So I have a theory, but we won't get into that yet because we have some stuff to talk about first, and then I'll talk about my theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the only way I could think it can connect. Is your theory?
I don't think you've heard my theory.
Well, no, I don't need to. I can see in your eyes.
You know what I'm thinking by looking into my eyes? We're not that close. You don't know what I'm thinking. What am I thinking?
We got him.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's nothing with Doom, right? It should be everything with Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Doom connects everything.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm trying to think what else is like big that happened in. Oh, Captain America: Brave New World also. I mean, other than from what we saw in the trailer, we didn't react to that, right?
No,
we didn't. It's been a while since we've reacted. Sorry, guys. That would have been a good reaction.
Yeah.
But hey, that was just a teaser. We will promise to react to the actual trailer, with the official trailer when it comes out. It's exciting to see the shift of tone from, again, going. I've referenced this show twice already. This is gonna be the third time. I've seen the shift from Falcon and Winter Soldier to.
It might be your favorite show now.
No, it's not. I know. I keep talking about it, but so good. Seeing the shift from Brave New World. So, oh my God, the shift from Falcon and Winter Soldier to Brave New World.
Yeah,
it's like two completely different things, you know. And I'm excited to see that shift. I want to see how the shift is gonna feel, because already it's giving off Winter Soldier vibes, you know.
Well, I think it has to do with like a bigger villain, or a bigger entity that's about to be introduced.
Are you talking about John Carlo's character?
Red Hulk, like
Red Hulk. Okay.
That's what's gonna separate it from.
Well, see, I don't. John Carlo's character, he revealed who he is. Sidewinder, the leader of the Serpent Society. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea about the Serpent. For those of you nerds out there, by the way, you guys left us some comments on the last video. Please keep educating us. Like we only know so much, which is hence the whole title and the premise of this show is we're only nerd enough. But yeah, I have no idea who Sidewinder is. So for you nerds who know more about it, please let us know. Give us some pointers on where to look, what comics to read, or at least what comics should I reference, you know, to prepare for this villain. Because actually even the Serpent Society, I have no idea who they are. Have you heard of Serpent Society?
Nope.
Well, they hyped it up. They hyped it up at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
At least John Carlo did, you know? And maybe he just really wants everyone to be excited for his character.
Right.
With that being said...
I mean, I think that was about... I don't think any other big news happened at Comic-Con, right? Or in H-Hall. Yeah, that was it.
Well, no. I mean, we haven't even talked about the big thing yet. But...
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
The Russo... How do you forget? Shut up. No, okay. The Russo brothers are back. We're not... Obviously, we don't have to sugarcoat anything because all of you already know. It's been everywhere. Yeah. This isn't a reveal. This is just kind of talking about what's going on.
Yeah.
The Russo brothers are back. And that is something that... Honestly, if you would have asked me like a year ago... Dude, they were done. They had said farewell. They called Endgame like their final MCU movie, and they were happy to move on. And to see that they're back, it's like I want to make a comment because and then them announcing RDJ coming back as Doom, and not just Doom, Victor Von Doom, like. a lot of people were saying, oh, maybe he's playing Tony Stark, you know, and not maybe he's playing Tony Stark as Doctor Doom. No, they said there's only like Anthony Russo specifically said there's only one person who can play Victor Von Doom, which I don't agree with that sentence.
And that would have been.
Yeah, but the way he said it, I was like, I think other people could have played him, but dude, he said Victor Von Doom, and that's insane to me.
Other people that could do a better job.
You think someone could do a better job than RDJ?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Who?
I'm
not saying you're wrong.
You have to give me. No. Main character of Oppenheimer. What was his name?
Yeah, everyone's
Peaky
talking
Blinders,
about him.
dude.
Huh?
The Peaky Blinder dude.
Yeah, no, everyone's talking about that guy. But see, everyone refers to him. Like, why him?
Everyone refers to Tony Stark as Iron Man.
Because he is. Because he is. He played Iron Man.
He's not Victor Von Doom.
Okay, all right.
It's the same universe.
Okay. Here's what. Let's get into it. Because
the Moff Gideon guy,
Giancarlo Esposito, yeah.
John Carlos would have been better Doom, or could be a better Doom.
Why? Okay, never mind. Okay. Here's the thing: when the announcement first came out, what was your right now? What I'm getting was your initial reaction. So we immediately started messaging each other, guys.
Yeah. So then let me break it down, okay? I'm at work, I'm chefing it up. I'm making wings, and I get I think it was like a Discord ping or something from Tony. And it was the news dropping of Victor Von Doom or
RDJ, yeah.
RDJ playing Victor Von Doom. And I'm like, I was pissed. I got pissed. I sent him a voice note.
He did.
I didn't have time to fucking say. I didn't have time to sit there and text. I was like, I need to send this now. I need to go as quick as possible. I'm like, what the fuck? I am pissed. What the hell are they doing? This is Tony Stark. Like, he died as Tony Stark. His legacy's gone. Like, all this shit. And like, it pissed me off. I don't know Doctor Doom like that. Okay, I know he's that. I know he's. I don't know his background like that. I know he's like hella powerful and can destroy Thanos like that and yada yada yada. But you're taking 20 years, right, of a legacy of Tony Stark, who had a beautiful ending. Now this dude's just gonna come back as Victor Von Doom. Like, that was his sign off.
Yeah.
RDJ's sign off of I'm done.
So
this is my goodbye.
So it's been a week.
Now it's been a week. Now I've had time to think about it.
It's marinated. So how do you feel now?
And I even said in that voice memo, or maybe a text later, I do think that RDJ will smash it out of the park. He will not disappoint. This is just who he is. But there are other people that could do it, who I think would be better. Now, with that being said, I started looking at different parts of comics from like YouTube videos and TikTok and Twitter, everyone's opinions and stuff, and what could happen. And I saw 2 theories, I think it was, or maybe it was 1 theory and it was just 2 different times. It was different universe, Tony Stark, who's actually Victor Von Doom. And that was what's it called, like the Infinite Iron Man or Infinite Doom or whatever it's called.
Infamous Iron Man.
Infamous Iron Man, which is Victor Von Doom trying to do good. Because Tony Stark died or something and he's trying to take the mantle as the good person. There's that. There's another one where Victor Von Doom and Tony Stark mind swapped. And so technically, Iron Man is playing Victor Von Doom. Because it's a mind swap. But here's where both of those theories kind of crumble. This is Doctor Doom. This is our main villain. Maybe Galactus is not like main villain. I don't know which one's going to be overweighted the other. But this is supposed to be multiple movies. You can't take a comic, one singular comic, and spread it through multiple movies, in my opinion. I still think they're not going to. He is. I don't know how they're going to do it. RDJ is Doom. And he is not Tony Stark.
Are you still mad about it?
I can be as mad as I want, but I can't change anything.
So
nothing I do change.
Okay, so yeah. I gotta say, guys, this is the first time, and usually I don't like to stir the pot. I'm not one to. Yeah. I like to stay peaceful. I mean, you've heard us talk about when it comes to the Star Wars stuff. We try to stay more on the positive side and everything. But this is the first time that I've actually laughed and cackled and enjoyed the controversy that this has caused, man. Like, I've literally sat back, scrolled through Twitter, and just laughed at like almost every single hate comment because people hate this, bro. People hate this with a passion. I mean, I feel like people hate this just as much as the Acolyte. And
okay, so let's back up. I'm not gonna hate if how do I describe it? If the theory is correct that I read about of RDJ just not actually being Iron Man and just being Victor Von Doom, I'm gonna hate that. If there is another way around it to where Iron Man becomes Victor Von Doom, becomes in some way, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as we're keeping RDJ and Iron Man, Tony Stark together, still in the same universe, and he turns into Victor Von Doom in some certain way, some different universe, I'm okay with that. Completely replacing, I don't know. It's I brought this point up too. God, man, I'm you're in Happy. We saw this in Deadpool and Wolverine. You're in Happy's office.
Yeah.
With RDJ playing Tony Stark. In the picture, it's RDJ.
Well, that took place in 2018. That was the year 2018 when Deadpool went to go visit RDJ. I mean, Happy. So it was actually during the blip when Tony was in the cabin with Pepper. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, no, sorry. I'm sorry. This was post-Civil War. My bad.
This doesn't matter. Your point doesn't matter. What I'm trying to get at is...
Why?
Is that picture is not Victor Von Doom. That picture is Iron Man.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's Iron Man.
So you're going to have the same exact face. Play a different character.
Because it's RDJ. Yeah, that's why. RDJ has the same face as RDJ.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
This doesn't make sense.
This is why I love it, because people get so pressed about it. And here's the thing.
And you can't say Chris Evans playing Human Torch and playing
it's the same thing.
Captain America's no, it's not, because it was two different universes. No, it was Fox and Disney.
Well, you just said something. They're two different universes, right?
It's Fox and Disney. Fox is dead. It was making a joke.
Wait, but what did we just see in Deadpool Wolverine? 20th Century Fox in the Void, a different universe in the MCU.
That's what I'm saying. If this is a different universe, I'm fine with it. If this is a completely
different universe. It is.
Okay, but then Doctor Doom is going to be coming into the sacred timeline. He has to.
Do you remember Secret Wars comics?
I never read Secret Wars.
Okay, well, what we've learned about Secret Wars is Doom. The premise is that Doom pretty much kidnaps all these heroes and takes them to Battleworld. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be the exact storyline, but I believe this. Okay, let me finally go. Okay,
imagine Spider-Man.
Oh Peter my Parker. God! Everyone says this stupid argument. Go ahead, go say your stupid argument.
Because you're a lover of Spider-Man, let me look at your background. You have the amazing, fantastic Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You have Spider-Man there, Spider-Man. Yeah. You're wearing a Spider-Man shirt. You should be mad about it too, because now
why would I be mad about it?
Die at the hand of his own master.
I don't care. I'm excited to see that. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Go. I want to hear.
Here's the thing. Here's why it just makes me laugh so much, because like we got one. Okay. Here's the thing. We got one announcement. Yeah. It's a huge announcement because RDJ is back after his character of Iron Man died and everything. He was done. It's been years. Everything, you know. Literally, there was movies in the MCU mourning Iron Man. One announcement was made. It was a big one, but one. And the internet goes berserk. Bro, we don't know what's going to happen. We have... The movie has not started filming. They don't have...
We don't need to know.
Wait, no, listen. You got to talk. There's no script. There's no cast. There's no production crew. There's nothing yet. One announcement was made, and everyone is going crazy. Bro, I understand if a trailer was released and it was like complete. The thing is, the Russo brothers have played tricks on us all the time. Remember when they said it's not going to be called Endgame? We have a way better title. It's Endgame, you know? Like all these things that people that they've lied to us about. And, you know, it's just, I personally believe that the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige have a plan. I don't think they would. I don't think they did this by accident. There's a bigger plan behind all of this. And it makes me laugh how one announcement, before anything is even set in stone, before anything is even like shown to us, people are going bananas, bro. And it makes me laugh so much because I'm here for the ride. And another thing that makes me laugh.
You think it's a red herring?
I think so,
because I've seen that theory too, which I think would be kind of badass, where RDJ somehow is a little bit Victor Von Doom, and is Tony Stark. That something happens, maybe we get a quick mind swap or we get something, whatever. But it's the red herring. The actual actor of Doctor Doom will be announced in movie when you're there.
I have several theories. Some I've taken from other people, and some I just have myself. Okay. So let me just, I don't have them in order, but let me just say some things that I've thought about. And so one thing they told us, and I always, the Russo brothers always try to be careful on how they say certain things. Okay. Now they did mention the name. The person that can play Victor Von Doom is RDJ. Well, they announced him. But one thing that I keep seeing over and over again is Robert Downey Jr. And it's almost on every article. Robert Downey Jr. coming back casted as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. They're not saying that. They're not mentioning Secret Wars. They keep saying Avengers Doomsday, that he's been cast as Doctor Doom for Avengers Doomsday. And they have purposely not. I mean, what was on the screen? Avengers Doomsday. Why didn't they? Why didn't they put both of them together as he was on stage? It was just for Avengers Doomsday. We don't know what's gonna happen. So not only are people freaking out about one movie, they're freaking out because they think that he is going to be the main villain for both movies. We weren't told that. We weren't told that. We have no idea what's gonna happen. Okay, I have my theory is they might actually think. I think they might actually introduce another Doom, and I think RDJ's Doom will be a variant of Doom.
Okay. I've seen that too.
Now, a theory that I got from the Cosmic Wonder. If you guys don't follow, aren't subscribed to Cosmic Wonder, he's got great content. He said, "I'm calling BS on the Russo brothers' words." Quick pause.
Yeah.
Chat. We see you guys. We're not ignoring you. We're gonna have a quick Q&A towards the end, but thank you guys for hanging out with us. We see you. We see your messages. We will answer any questions at the end for sure, for sure. But real quick, so he says when he's like, they said that he's playing Victor Von Doom. I think that's where they're lying to us. He says, I think that he's actually going to play a Tony Stark variant. What was the line that RDJ said? And then the Russo brothers said it again.
That was such a badass line too, though.
Badass line.
Same mask.
No, new mask.
Different. Oh, new mask.
Same task.
Same task.
Okay.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
so what do they mean by same task? What do they mean? What was Iron Man's task? What was Robert Downey Jr.'s task?
So, keep the world safe.
Keep the world safe. Now, if we go back to Age of Ultron, which is what again? This is the theory from the Cosmic Wonder. I didn't come up with this. His line was, "I want to create a suit of armor around the world." He was obsessed with this idea of AI, taking over and this and that. Well, what if his Ultron project was perfected? And what if he got so obsessed with wanting to protect the world that he became a dictator, ended up taking the role of Doom, And so he becomes he becomes the very thing that he was scared to become, but he is all powerful. Now, that's another theory, which I think is pretty badass, because this would be in a separate universe where Tony Stark actually kind of went crazy and became Doom. That's what I think. That's what I think. New mask, same task means. So I agree with the Cosmic Wonder on that. But my personal theory is, I think there's a reason that they keep saying that RDJ has been cast as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. They're not. I'm going back to that because I got to tell you guys, they keep saying Doomsday. They're not talking about Secret Wars. Now, I may be wrong. Maybe later on they'll release something that says, "Oh yeah, he is gonna be in Secret Wars as well." Okay, because and maybe okay. So now to kind of back my theory up even more, a lot of people might come into the comments and say, "Well, you don't know that, like how can you be sure that they're not referring that he's going to be in 2 movies?" Well, because they already confirmed that Fantastic Four will be in both Avengers movies. So they're letting us know what we're going to see in the next 2 Avenger movies. Kevin Feige said, by the way, the Fantastic Four will not only be in Fantastic Four, obviously, but we're going to see them in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. In both movies. Why didn't they say that about Doom? Why, or RDJ as Doom? Yeah. I'm telling you, we have no idea what's to come. We're jumping the gun here with jumping on the hate train. I don't mean to give a shout out to there. I was gonna. What was that song? Sorry, real quick. What was that song that one YouTuber did an apology video with a ukulele?
I don't know if I.
Oh my god, it's the worst apology video. I don't know why that came into my mind, but she's talking about like the hate train or something like that. Anyway,
I think my fuel, my fury, like what I'm mad about.
Miranda sings, yeah, that's the one.
Money. No matter, money speaks.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, true.
Like. The only reason this dude's RDJ is coming back is...
No, they must have offered him a stupid amount of money.
80+ million. Whatever he's getting paid. That's just a random number. I don't know where I came up with that.
I was going to say, I think he got paid more than that in the previous movies.
Yeah. It kind of pisses me off. Dude has his legacy. We saw him hammering the first Iron Man suit in the cave to pissing off trying to get Bruce Banner to be Hulk, to saving the universe and dying.
But isn't that poetic though? Isn't that poetic?
It's poetic that he's dead and doesn't come back. And he
no,
legacy.
dude.
He ended it, and I don't want to see his face. I do want to see his face, but like, dude,
okay,
not as someone else.
Here's another thing that I want to say.
It's a cash grab, and I don't want to see that. Like,
I think that for everyone who was like, well, now that they're doing the multiverse, they can bring Robert Downey Jr. back as a cameo and this and that. Well, they're bringing him back, and now everyone's pissed that he's back. It's like, bro, make up your.
I never liked that.
No. I know you were one of the people who just let it be. He's gone. Let it be.
I said that. I said that about Steve Rogers.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying you. Yeah, okay, I'm just saying a lot of other people who the same people that were bitching about like we want him to come back. Bring him back in the multiverse and this and that. Suddenly he's back and everyone's bitching about it, and like. Yeah. Like, I get why they're bitching about it, but I'm just like, dude, like, don't get your panties in a bunch. I think they have a plan for it. And you know what? Let me stand by this. Even if they don't, even if he is playing Victor Von Doom, not a variant, he's legit just a whole new role. I'm okay with it. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Honestly, I'm here for the ride. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but I'm here for it. And then here's another thing. What if he never takes off his mask? Like, what if that, like, you just don't know that, like, I don't know, dude. Here's the thing. It's so soon for people to hate on this casting. I think it's so soon to say anything. Again, if it was a trailer, if it was like, on set film photos that got released or I don't know if it was other stuff that was released and leaked or plot details, then yeah, maybe I'll look into it more and form a more solid opinion. But the truth is, we have nothing other than his legacy.
What? Okay, here's a question. No. Here's a question. So you don't care about that. You don't care if he comes back. What if Hayden Christensen came back as
what?
Ben Solo or as
what?
Kylo Ren? Would you be okay with that?
As Kylo Ren already exists in the Star Wars universe.
Technically, Doom already exists.
That we haven't seen him though.
Okay, we didn't see.
Okay, that's like saying
no. When Force Awakens got released, when they started talking about Force Awakens, what if they announced instead of Driver? What is
Adam
name?
Driver? Yeah,
Adam Driver. Instead of Adam Driver, it was Hayden Christensen. How would you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. I mean, it depends. It depends.
I don't think. I don't know. You're taking like such a main character and you're throwing it into a villain role.
I've already seen Anakin Skywalker as a villain, so I think he'd do great. You're just a bad example. That's a bad example because we know what Hayden Christensen is like as a villain and as a Jedi.
Okay, but you see where I'm getting. You see where I'm getting at.
That's like okay.
And it's not even doesn't have to be a villain.
So someone did an example like that.
Established.
So someone said an example like that online, and I'll paint you a better picture. And I kind of agreed with this is the only argument that I was like, yeah, I guess I kind of see what they're talking about. He was like, "What? It's like if Zack Snyder brought back Henry Cavill as Brainiac."
Yeah, there you go.
That's like the perfect example. And hear me out. It's not that I don't understand people's hate. I get why people hate it. I understand where y'all are coming from. It's not like I don't get it. Robert Downey Jr. does have a legacy. If you rewatch the entire MCU right now, I think maybe if I rewatch the MCU, maybe I'll have maybe more of an opinion like you guys. But the truth is, again, I think it's way too soon to say anything about it. I think it's way too soon for me to have an opinion because we have nothing, bro, other than an announcement and Robert Downey Jr. on stage with a Doom mask. Like we got nothing, bro.
Why him though? And that's like,
that's my point. They have a plan.
Yeah.
Like, why him?
Yeah.
And I agree with that question. Why him? That's why I'm so excited because
there's only one reason. Only like one reason that's gonna work for me is he's a variant or like mind swapping shit or a different universe type deal.
Well, obviously it's a different. We're in the multiverse, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want it to be like a complete like. If it's like this is a different person, like a different variant of Tony Stark, okay, I'm fine with that.
You don't want it to be a whole different like character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
if that's and I don't, they're not taking that route. They're stupid if they do that, and I won't watch it.
Yes, you will. Shut up. You will watch. You will be there opening night with your fucking bucket of popcorn. You will be there. Shut up. Don't give me that shit. No, whatever, dude.
I watched him die in Endgame.
We all did, okay? And we'll be there opening night to see him destroy the MCU.
Watched him sit there with Spider-Man, looking at the mural, crying.
Oh my god, dude!
That's enough.
This is why I think this topic is so funny to me because like, just the controversy it's caused and seeing how much people hate on it. I'm just like, I get you guys are confused, but man, hold on to your horses. Just enjoy the ride. Like honestly, like the MCU is back. Enjoy it. Like that's what I'm.
It's back. We're recycling characters, recycling actors. Let's go,
dude. And okay, here's another topic that I want to mention. So many people are saying, "Oh, this is such a desperate move from them. They're only doing this because they were doing so bad and blah blah blah." What else do you want? Like, isn't that what you wanted? Like, isn't that like? Do you want them to stay like in the MCU phase? Like, do you want them to stay in the trenches? No. You want to see them come back up. Like, why are you complaining? Yes, this is a desperate move. That's what companies do. Like, aren't you glad that they're actually listening to the fan base? In fact, they warned us about this. Bob Iger and Kevin, I mean, I'm sure they sat down and said, like, look, this isn't working. We need to backtrack. Kevin Feige even said, we're going to focus, or was it Kevin Feige or Bob Iger? One of them said, we're going to focus on our more successful franchises. And I think this was during the time that Echo was coming out. We talked about this, that the MCU was going to shift. And we're seeing it now, and people are now complaining about it. It's like, this is what we wanted. And Marvel's back, dude. Like,
no.
What do you mean?
Yes and no.
Yes, yes, it's what we wanted, bro.
I was never... Yes and no.
No, we wanted this.
I wasn't desperate. I'm not desperate for...
I'm saying Marvel's desperate.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you know what? I don't think they're desperate. I think they're geniuses. I think they're smart for listening to the fans, for waking up and noticing something's wrong.
Rewind.
What?
They're not genius. They're not genius. Disney's not genius. The only genius move they made was bringing back the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers are genius.
They're the ones who made the RDJ move, and you're hating on it.
I'm hating
Shut up, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm hating on if they recycle him as just a new actor.
But they're geniuses.
But they're geniuses because I know what I know that that's not what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. This is why I think it's too soon.
And then we tell you, if that movie comes out, and please clip this, do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
When that movie comes out, and it is like RDJ is Doctor Doom and we don't know about Tony Stark and him playing Tony Stark. It is his own person. I'm gonna shit all over the fucking movie.
Okay.
I don't care what the fuck happens.
That's not what's gonna happen. You guys, dude. Okay. I'm here for the ride. I'm excited for what's gonna happen. I think Marvel's back. I don't think it's a. Sorry, let me backtrack. I think yes, it's a desperate move, but isn't that what companies do when they want to save themselves? They make these moves, they make these changes. I mean, like imagine if Kathleen Kennedy woke up and started making moves like this. Star Wars would be saved. No, I don't want anyone to get fired. I don't want anyone to be jobless. I'm saying she just needs help. You know?
I do.
Okay, well, maybe she needs to be fired. But, you know, but I'm saying, again, I don't want to be negative. Like, let her keep her job. But, like I hope.
Just demote her.
No, just get help from. You got two freaking smarty guys. Smart, like the most Star Wars nerds working for you. And you're not using them. You know? Dave Filoni and right. Jon Favreau. And actually, and you got even more people working for you. I mean, dude, use Sam Witwer more. Use the fan base. Use theory. No, I'm just kidding. Like listen to your fan base.
Shout out, child.
Listen to your fan base instead of like shitting on them, and saying that they're the problem. You know.
Yeah.
Marvel finally, I feel like they learned and I mean, we saw it with Deadpool and Wolverine. It was great, man. Like, it was beautiful. I want to watch it again so bad.
I do too.
I'm actually, I am going to watch it with my buddy. It's just, I just don't know when. I have to wait for him to tell me. But,
we do have some questions and some stuff that we need to go over. Just kind of what people say.
Well, real quick, before, I want to make sure that was all we had to talk about. Real quick, we got D23 coming up, dude.
Yeah. Before that,
what?
Deadpool Wolverine, they brought up a new concept.
Oh?
Do we want to save that for here or now? Or now or later?
What do you mean they brought up a new concept?
The anchor beam.
Oh, the anchor. Okay, yes, I wanted to talk about this. Yes, the anchor beam.
Let's make it brief, but...
Okay, my thoughts. I'll just tell you real quick my thoughts on the whole anchor. Yeah, this is something we didn't talk about in the last episode because we were just so filled with hyped up our asses. The whole anchor being thing with like if one person dies in your universe, the universe dies. Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. I think that was very stupid.
Yeah, and do you think that was just kind of a... leave it to like the Deadpool movies?
I feel like they threw it in, and I don't think they ever talked about this in other movies. No. This is the first time we've heard about it. What?
But do you think? You think they're going to carry it to other movies? And
yes, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's why RDJ is coming back.
I have a feeling that's a theory of one of RDJ's being there. Explanations and theories is. Mm-hmm. Some anchor being, maybe Victor Von Doom was the anchor being, how about this? Maybe in RDJ Doom's universe, Tony Stark was the anchor being. He died, and I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's just anyway. I think this concept. I think this concept of one person dying destroys the entire. What's the point? Like how? What's the explanation behind that? It makes no sense to me, dude. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And the whole premise of the movie is how, like at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine, when they did whatever they did, they really had no explanation to it. They just said, somehow whatever you did, fix your universe.
Yeah.
Huh? Like... Don't get me wrong. I love the movie. Like I said, till this day, I still look at even picking it apart like this. I still love the movie. It was great, but that entire like one person dying will destroy your entire world. Not just your planet, not just Earth, but I mean every single, like the whole universe. We're talking,
right?
We're like. It's so ridiculous to me, dude. I don't understand it. Like, it makes no sense to me, and I thought it was dumb.
real quick, who's your top 3 anchor? Who do you think the top? Who do you think the? Give me a top 3 of the anchor
Anchor
that would
beings
be in the sacred timeline.
in the sacred
Tony
timeline.
Stark, obviously, right?
Well, no, because he died, so obvious, and nothing has happened.
But it takes how many years? 100,
Oh, you're right. It
600
does
years.
take
It takes
1,000 something.
600.
I don't know,
Yeah,
something like
whatever it
that.
takes.
Hmm.
Peter Parker, maybe.
Um, I'm gonna say Thor.
Thor.
I
Okay.
think Thor. I mean, look how long he's lived. He even mentions. He even mentions that he's like for 5,000 years, so and so and so.
Yeah.
So 5,000 years, we haven't even seen the MCU in 5,000 years before that. So Thor might be an
So
anchor being.
Doctor Strange would know about this, right?
He should,
He
yeah.
he told Tony Stark there's only one outcome. So he's seen all the outcomes of saving the Earth, the world. So he would know if there's an anchor being because he can go through time. He had to have gone through time and see the outcome of
What if
everything.
Thanos was an anchor being?
I
I'm
mean,
just
he's coming
kidding.
back. King Thanos is coming back. They're not coming back, but we're gonna see a variant of Thanos
In a different
in
universe?
Secret Wars. Secret Wars, King Thanos. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Who's the actor? Who's the actor who plays Thanos?
Josh Brolin.
He announced that he was coming back as
I did
Thanos.
not
Yeah,
know that. Oh wow.
yeah. I'll show you. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Um,
I love Thanos.
I do too. Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. Thor, Tony Stark could. I guess, yeah, I agree. Tony Stark. Now that you reminded me that it does take years and years and years for the
Yeah.
actual universe to die. So yeah, I want to say Tony Stark.
Wanda Maximoff died recently, right? So we think
Um,
she died,
I don't think she
and
died. I don't think she's dead.
it's got to be these early. I mean,
Remember at
it's
the
Tony
end.
Stark,
Remember at the end
but
of WandaVision when she was doing her like dark hold thing and learning how to skip through universes.
hmm
We're in the multiverse saga. The
yeah.
movie was called Multiverse of Madness. Who's to say she didn't slip into another universe?
Uh, you- you- I'm ready. I'm ready for that. Just down to earth TV show movie.
Daredevil Born Again, bro. That'll be the
Yeah,
next thing. Yeah.
like this is bringing me back to trying to explain X-Men in its early days. So
X Men Days of
this
Future
is the time.
Past, the
Here's
timeline.
time, and we go back a little bit. You go forward again. This is a different
Yeah.
part. Come here. Yeah,
Okay, to recap, but one there's another. Okay, the anchor being stuff, the topic. That's all I wanted to talk about. I think it's a dumb
yeah,
concept, but I did see the interview with Kevin Feige where someone asked him, like, who do you think the anchor being in the sacred timeline is? And he didn't give us an answer. He didn't give the interviewer an answer, but he did say, I like that you're thinking about it. Keep thinking about that.
yeah,
So in other words, Kevin Feige is saying we have a plan for the whole anchor being concept, which I'm not a huge fan of it, but hey, maybe they'll change it up and explain it more, and maybe it'll be good. Real quick, something happened this week also that I want to talk about, and again, we don't have to get too much into it because it's kind of controversial, but I do think it's worth mentioning. Jonathan Majors spoke up about his opinion
yeah,
on where Avengers is going and how Marvel is going away from the Kang
yeah,
storyline. Now, we expressed when Ant-Man first came out, Ant-Man and Quantumania, I think that Jonathan Majors stole the show.
yeah,
Even in Loki, I think Jonathan Majors was my favorite part. You know, well, actually, no, for Loki was really good too. But, okay, we'll talk about
He
Quantumania.
played two
Yeah,
characters pretty
for
much.
specifically for Quantumania, Jonathan Majors stole the show as Kang. I think he did
Yeah,
fantastic, and I was excited to see a lot more of Kang. Now, for those of you who don't know, he pretty much just expressed that he's quote unquote heartbroken about the decision to just kind of write off Kang and go straight to Doom. Um, I personally believe that they're going to conclude his story quick and easy. That's my theory. I don't think they're going to just go into it and not address it. I think that would be a little too weird and a huge plot hole. I think they're going to end it really quick, and I think that's how we're going to see how powerful Doom is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a quick scene with they might recast Kang. We might not even see his face. We might just see the back of him, and Doom just kind of like rip his heart out or like freaking just disintegrate him or something. It's gonna be quick. Yeah. Like I think they're gonna give Kang a quick ending, and it's gonna be like I don't know.
I could see that. Yeah, that makes sense too.
But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't condone, obviously I don't condone abuse and violence, but of course obviously I'm not condoning his behavior, but I'm kind of sad that he's not going to finish his role as Kang. He was very passionate about it.
Yeah, I mean Disney hired RDJ pretty much out of jail, right?
Well, he did his time though. That's different.
He did his time.
He did his time. Yeah. Like,
but they're known for hiring criminals.
Yeah, I mean they did their time though. That's the whole point of going to jail is justice is served. Once you're out of jail, justice is served, right?
So is he going to jail?
I have no idea. That's why I said I don't want to get too much into it because.
Right. Anyways, yeah. I don't know.
Dude, he's
during that interview. Dude, look.
He just looks. I feel like he's still prepping for the role in case the game. I feel like he's waiting by the phone every day, just waiting for the call. And personally, again, I'm not saying that I'm on his side or anything. It sucks. You guys know me. My opinion on people who are passionate about roles, they deserve to play them. Yeah, I think The Rock deserved to play Black Adam because he was passionate about it. I think Tom Holland deserves to be Spider-Man. Chris Hemsworth deserves to be Thor because they were so passionate about it. Channing Tatum deserves a Gambit movie, not just a cameo, a movie, because of how much passion there is behind that role. And Jonathan Majors seemed very passionate about Kang, and it sucks that he won't get to do that. But I just wanted
or at least conclude the story.
At least give them an ending, But like I said, I think they will. I don't think they're going to just leave it like that because it'd be very, very weird. But real quick, D23 is coming up. Yeah. I was wrong about Comic-Con. We did not see anything for Daredevil Born Again. I was 100% sure we were going to get some footage for that, but I think they're saving it for D23. Now, here are my predictions on what we'll see for D23.
Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again footage, or at least trailer for sure. Skeleton Crew trailer, which is a Star Wars show. I don't even know what it's about, but it's called Skeleton Crew. I think we might get an announcement for maybe another animated show for Star Wars, maybe Tales of the Something, or Star Wars What If. Remember they were dabbling with that idea.
Yeah,
Star Wars What If. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another What If Marvel season. I think
Ahsoka.
I think we'll get a sneak peek for Ahsoka season 2 because they are currently filming. And maybe it's too soon, but we might get a trailer for. I don't know. Actually, I was gonna say maybe for Brave New World, but I think they're focusing on Disney Plus stuff. Right.
Yeah. They still could do it.
You know what I think?
What?
This is kind of weird, but remember the deal that Fortnite and Disney made that partnership thing.
Yeah.
I think something's cooking. I think something's cooking with Disney and Marvel.
No coincidence that the next season is
a Marvel thing.
All Marvel.
And D23 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Dude, what? Like, I was thinking about this at work. This is just kind of like a thought. What if Disney is producing a Fortnite movie? Which they've been talking about for so long. They've been talking about a Fortnite movie.
What if Fortnite is making a Marvel game?
I thought about that too. That crossed my mind.
Yeah.
That crossed my mind, dude. I was like, dude, this crossover with Disney. I mean, did you see how much money went into that deal?
Yeah. 1-2 billion. I don't remember how much it was.
It was billions. I know it was in the billions. Yeah. It wasn't million. Yeah. Correct us if we're wrong. I think it was in the billions. Yeah. That's not like something small, bro. They're talking something huge, and we still have no idea what is actually in store, but they're got to be cooking something big. And I don't know. I have a feeling it's either going to be games or a movie or something. I don't know. But I just thought that was worth mentioning. But now let's get finally, we haven't actually had a chance to do this, but welcome everyone in chat. For those of you who are here hanging out with us, we're gonna leave this as part of the episode because why not? We're gonna go ahead and talk to chat. I'm gonna go back and see there were some things you guys mentioned. If you guys have any questions, we're not experts, but we'd like to talk about what you guys have in mind. I want to go again. I usually never want to do that. Oh, you want to go watch? Yeah, I'm so down. My family's coming to town next week. Maybe we might go. So do you think it'll be one variant and will there be a main Doom? About my theory earlier, it's one of the theories that I have, Joey. I do think that we'll see multiple Dooms. I mean, who's to say who? RDJ coming on as Doom is a huge thing.
Yeah.
And I think they knew that it was going to be controversial. I think they knew people were going to hate on it. And I think there's a big plan behind it. I heard a theory about the recent Marvel Rivals trailer. They show a future Doom and a past Doom. People were saying it was intentional. Marvel Rivals, that new game? Maybe. I mean, again, the possibilities are endless. Like, we're in the multiverse. In fact, when the Russo brothers were introducing RDJ, they literally said that with the infinite possibilities that are presented to us in the Marvel multiverse, and boom, they introduced them. So hey, you never know. Do you think the Fantastic Four movie will introduce Doom, or will they only show Galactus? Oh, that's something we forgot to talk about. But that's cool that I get to answer this in a question. I don't know if you heard about this, Michael, but Doom will actually be in the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four.
Who leaked that?
I don't know. I just saw it. I was gonna. In fact, today I saw a bunch of Marvel news videos that actually like had that as a thumbnail, and I just forgot to watch them.
That's upsetting.
Why?
It's not. It's upsetting.
Oh, because now we know what to expect. Well, again, we don't. Maybe it's not true. I need to watch these videos.
Oh, but now we're disappointed if it's not.
That's true, right? Either way, you're disappointed because you know, and then you're disappointed because it won't happen. Oh, imagine it's just like a throwaway post-credit scene. I'll be so pissed. I do think
85% of after credit scenes are throwaway.
Yep. I do think that Doom will be introduced in Fantastic Four. In fact, I think it was confirmed. Personally, I'm against the casting Poetic to revive his likeness. What do you mean by that, Shadow? Multiverse of Madness sucked. I liked it. I kind of liked Multiverse of Madness, not going to lie. Raven, hey, what's up? How's it going? Wanda. You think Wanda's an anchor being? Daredevil. Oh, I'm so excited for Daredevil. It's one of my most anticipated things.
I mean, we might see Wanda at the end of Agatha.
Oh yeah. I mean, I hope. Oh, I forgot that show's coming out. I think
that would be like an after credit type deal.
You know what? I think we actually might get that for D23 as well. You want to read the last one, the last message?
Do you think Marvel sometimes gets ahead of themselves? Well, yeah, that's why they've stepped back a little bit and only doing one movie a year. They kind of learned from their mistakes.
Which ironically, we're getting 3 next year.
But they've had time to sit back and kind of think of what they've been doing and the new direction they're going. Bring back the Russo brothers, and I think they know what they're doing now. Do we agree with it? We'll see.
You know, a lot of people are mad about the sorry, I can't think of the word. The pacing of how Blade is going, and I'm one of those people who I'm like, can't they get it together? Like, why? Well, you know, dude, Blade has been in the works for so. When did they announce Blade? 2019, and look how long it's been. Like, Mahershala Ali wants to play that role so bad already.
But there's only one Blade.
Shut up.
There'll only ever be one Blade.
God, no, there's not. I think Mahershala Ali is gonna kill it, dude.
That was like one of my favorite scenes in there.
Every Gambit scene was my favorite, dude.
Yeah, but like, and it was just Deadpool looking over, like, breaking the third wall. Love it.
The fourth. It's the fourth.
Fourth wall, 17th wall, whatever.
Anyway, what I was saying is, a lot of people are, even I was at one point like pretty upset about the pacing of Blade, but now that I think about it, I'm glad they're taking their time. I'm glad that they're not rushing it. They want a good story. They're taking their time with the writers and making sure that it's good. Because imagine if they just like shit, like, you know, like rush through it like they have been doing with all these movies. Like,
it was a trilogy for the original Blade, right?
Yes, which me and my girlfriend are actually gonna rewatch.
Like, so they're not going from a bad Blade to make up and here's a good Blade. It's a legendary Blade trilogy, and now they have to one up that.
Yeah, so, I mean, for its time, they were good movies. I mean, they were received really well. If you watch them now, you probably won't think so, but for its time, it was really good. I love the shot at Blade that Wesley Snipes said. Oh yeah, that's what we just talked about. Do you think there's a chance we can see Gambit? Do you mean like just Gambit in general? Yes. Are you talking about Channing Tatum as Gambit? Because if you're talking about that, I'll go ahead and answer. And this is actually what we opened up with this episode, but I'll say it again. I think Channing Tatum deserves an entire movie. I think one thing we mentioned in the last episode was, I think it was you who said it, and I actually agreed with it. Was no, we got to see it, and it was a good cameo. He did a good job. Time for a new one, and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad he did it. But the more that I've let it marinate, the more that I keep watching leaked footage.
It's the compilation.
Compilation.
The compilations of like TikTok and stuff, and you see him talking about it.
I've seen just all these.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, interview after interview after interview. He'll be. I think he was in an interview for 22 Jump Street. And he was talking about the Gambit movie. At an interview for 22 Jump Street, he's talking about the Gambit movie. I think for an interview for other movies, he was talking about Gambit. I want to do this. Oh, I want to do this kind of like he was preparing for it for like about 10 years, and it never happened. He deserves more than just a cameo, man. This guy deserves to be Gambit as long as Chris Hemsworth has been Thor. 100%. I think he deserves to be the Wolverine of the Hugh Jackman to Wolverine, the Chris Hemsworth to Thor, the Tom Holland. Okay, everyone thinks, for me, Tom Holland is my Spider-Man. For everyone is Tobey Maguire. The Tom Holland to Spidey, like I personally think that this is his role, and they need to let him play it. In fact, I want to say something. Sorry, this is something that I didn't catch until I watched the breakdown of Deadpool Wolverine. I don't know if anyone in chat actually caught this. At the end of the movie, we actually see that. Remember when he asked B32 or whatever that hunter's name is? They asked him for a favor, and he said, "I got some friends who, if you could restore their worlds as well."
Yeah.
And we actually see Logan hanging out with Deadpool at the end, which means his universe didn't get destroyed and his story got rewritten. So as well as X-23, Laura, right? She was in the void, but somehow she made it out. Her story got rewritten and she's fine. What happened with the other ones? So does that mean Gambit is back? Like, is he back in his universe? You know, if that's so, I think that leaves a big open door for him to come back. I think the door's wide open.
Gambit would have to, as a standalone movie where it's just Gambit won't work. I think you have to have Gambit and other X-Men.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me. You're right. I don't. As much as I think he deserves his own Gambit movie, I want to see an X-Men movie with him as Gambit. That's what. That's more what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
TBH, I hope the MCU ends after Secret Wars. That is.
It won't.
it won't. But I heard that the rumor is it's getting a soft reboot, which is why they're doing variants, right?
Okay.
So the idea of variants will open up different actors. For example, we saw the Calverine.
Not happening. Been confirmed. Not happening.
Why not? I loved him as Wolverine.
Because they already confirmed that Wolverine's not going to be recasted for a very long time.
Who confirmed that?
That was... I read it to you on either on stream or in a Discord call. I'll have to pull it up again.
Wait, so does that mean Hugh Jackman is going to keep playing Wolverine?
I don't know. I'll tell you. Or they go with the Young Avengers, or they follow... X-32, whatever her name is. 23.
I'm telling you, I don't think it was an accident that they showed us Calvary. I mean, it could be just a quick fan casting, like the way John Krasinski was Reed Richards, and it could just be a throwaway fan casting. But I think that there's a specific reason they showed us Calvary. Yeah. I really hope he's the next Wolverine. I hope he's the.
They did it for people like you who think that.
Well, dude, it worked because I want to see it now. Dude, imagine the Calvary. I keep calling it the Calvary. Henry Cavill next to Channing Tatum's Gambit. Oh my!
He's too tall. He's too tall, man.
So is Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, but he's too short.
Whatever, dude. But yeah, so the whole idea is introducing all these variants so that after Secret Wars, we'll have like a new Iron Man. We'll have a new, I think, Captain America. A new that way, because I guess Kevin Feige's idea is he didn't have the chance to create the Marvel universe he wanted because he didn't have the rights to certain characters. Well, now that he does, he pretty much we're back. We have all characters under Marvel now, right? I mean, Spider-Man kind of is still getting pulled by Sony, but with the right amount of money, they'll bend over. What's it called? But with that being said, now that Kevin Feige has all these characters to play with, he wants to kind of do a soft reboot and create the Marvel universe he always wanted to with all the characters in it, which I think is chef's kiss. Great idea. I can't see how they can top Secret Wars, and I think they can only run with the multiverse so long in Secret Wars. Creme de la creme. Yeah. It comes to universes colliding. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I think that's going to be the grand finale. It seems like it's going to be a grand finale. The door is wide open for... Go ahead.
But the MCU being done with it won't be done.
No way. It's a never ending abundant flow of money. No way.
Yeah, we'll get movies forever.
Forever, dude. My grandkids will be watching these movies and continue nerding enough, hopefully. The door is wide open for all of the X-Men, and I'm excited for it. Who are your favorite X-Men, Raven? I think Deadpool Wolverine was good. Was a good send off to the Fox universe. The behind the scenes montage they show almost made me cry.
Yeah. Yep. See, look, another one. Told you.
I never said that. No, I at first I didn't understand what you meant by tears, but yeah, no, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, no, it was definitely cool to watch all the whole montage, and it was a very cool send off. I'm glad they did that. Someone mentioned something online, and I thought it was very well said. You see how like other companies will shit on other companies, and like talk about how bad they were and how like I mean look. Never mind. But with that being said, I think the fact that the MCU did this send off for the Fox was very, very beautiful. It was very wholesome. Yes. I mean, like as Azazel was there, the most random side character mutants. I was sad Domino and Cable weren't in the movie. Oh yeah, me too. I don't know how they're gonna do that as with Josh. I mean, Josh Brolin is now technically playing two characters in the MCU, and I don't hear people bitching about that.
You want me
to? I'm just saying he's playing Cable and Thanos, two badass characters, two very important characters, and no one's bitching about it. But RDJ comes back as Doctor Doom, and everyone loses their fucking minds.
20 fucking years.
It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter.
Fucking character.
It doesn't matter. We don't know what's gonna happen. I'm excited.
Bobby is my favorite character, says Raven.
Bobby Iceman? Yeah, I think we need to see more of Iceman. I don't like that they made him and Rogue a love interest in the first movies.
I'm upset. Ah, man, why didn't we see Nightcrawler? Why do we have to see his daughter or father?
Azazel?
Nightcrawler would have been, yeah.
Well, because I think they're saving Nightcrawler for something good.
His own movie.
I don't know if I want to watch. Same thing what you said about Gambit.
No, well, like they're all gonna be Channing Tatum, like
a Nightcrawler. Oh, dude, it's gonna be so good, bro. So good. I know. Doesn't Gambit at one point become Omega level?
Yes, he can. So it's molecular. He just I don't know. He can destroy worlds.
Yeah. It's not molecular. It's kinetic. It's kinetic energy. He controls kinetic energy.
Yeah.
Off topic, what are your guys' opinions on James Gunn approaching to DC and the lineup for movies they released? I think James Gunn has great visions. I think he's one of those people who thinks ahead of I mean, look at the trilogy he did with Guardians. He had a plan for it.
Yeah.
I mean, even something small like the Christmas holiday special. I don't know if you guys watched that. I watched it and I had such a good time watching it for Christmas, man. It felt like the right time to watch it during the holidays. It was, and James Gunn had it planned, you know. I want them to.
He will definitely. Yeah, he'll definitely make like a 10-year plan.
Mm-hmm. No,
like he's not going to spit out a movie and then not know what to do next.
Exactly. He is someone who's going to think ahead of the gun. No pun intended. Jump ahead of the gun and really have a good plan. And I think I trust. In Gunn we trust. I think he's gonna do good. I really hope he brings a good. I think what he's gonna bring to the table. I really hope that it's something we've seen, but yet in a way we've never seen it. And I think James Gunn is the perfect guy to do it. So Unite the Seven, or I can never mind. That was Zack Snyder's thing. Justice League, but done in a way that we've never seen it before, live action. In fact, I mean, we've only seen it once live action, and it wasn't that great.
I want to see a good Green Lantern.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So voice acting IRL versus IRL. Sorry, what are you talking about? Oh, you mean Oh, okay, you're talking about Cable and Thanos. It's like voice acting in IRL versus IRL. I guess you're right. Yes, the Gambit being Omega level. Iceman is Omega for real. Iceman, Storm, Gambit, Magneto, Jean, Hope. Who's Hope? Remind me. I don't remember. I don't remember who Hope is. Hot take. I really hope they change Mark Ruffalo's Hulk and stop making him so soft. Yes, I agree. I do hope that they make him a kind of like a raging monster again, but
yeah,
without being so thinking a little bit more, but like make him like a monster again. I see what that's not a hot take. I think everyone's behind you, Joey.
Yeah, but I also don't think I think Smart Hulk was still needed. The whole Endgame Smart Hulk was fine, in my opinion.
I didn't hate it as much as other people did.
No, I didn't either.
But I do know what you mean. It would be nice. For example, I think it would have been really cool if when he saw Thanos, if Hulk would have taken over a little bit, you know, and then go and fight Thanos. We never got that rematch with Thanos after Thanos kicked his ass, and it would have been really cool to see Hulk kind of like look at him, get angry, and take control over Banner's body again. I think that would have been really cool. But yeah, Hope Summers, she's from the comics. Oh, is she a sibling to Scott and Alex? Edward Norton's Hulk is top tier for me. It was good, yeah. I want to see Hulk leak gamma rays from his body, like in the comics. I don't know about that. That's cool. I didn't know Hulk could do that.
Hulk is Omega also.
Well, he's not a mutant.
No, but he's
like godlike. He's like godlike. Yeah.
He can be. Yeah, he becomes.
It's Jean and Cable's kid. Jean? I don't know. Jean and Cable got together. I thought. Wait. Isn't
incest?
Wait, isn't Cable? Isn't Cable Jean's kid?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe it's a different storyline.
Keeping it in the family, maybe.
Keeping it in the family. It's a whole thing. Yeah,
it's the whole thing. Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Like it.
That sounds like a bad thing.
That'll stay in the comics, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's some crazy stuff in comics that like people don't know about.
Yeah. All right. Any finishing comments? Finishing questions?
Anyone got anything else to say? Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. It's been really cool, like having you guys here.
This is what I look forward to right here.
Yeah. Do you think Fantastic Four will introduce Silver Surfer since Galactus creates him? Yeah. Silver Surfer is actually confirmed to be in the movie. In fact,
it's a female though, right?
Yeah, it's the female Silver Surfer. I believe it's it's an alternate universe Silver Surfer where she's female. And the plot is, I believe, Galactus and Silver Surfer are targeting Earth for destruction. That is that's the plot, I believe, behind Fantastic Four. He adopted her. Got it. I love this. I'm so glad I was able to catch. Yeah, I'm glad you guys. I ain't nerd at all. Hey, man, there's a place for you. There's a place for everyone. Whether you consider yourself a nerd, whether you don't know anything and you just follow the movies. That most of us are more of the MCU fans anyway. I kind of just reference. I look at comics for references. I don't actually read them. But I'm not one of those believers who I think it should be. I'm glad that the comics are there for reference, but I don't think every story has to match the comics. I think movie writers are doing a good job, and they deserve to write their own stories and tell their own stories. And we love geeking out with you guys as well. That's the whole point why we wanted to do this. But that music was a little too loud.
Any other comments we get, it'll be this. We posted up in YouTube. Just throw them down there, and we'll,
If you guys want to keep commenting, this will be on YouTube the next day. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, this is this will be on there by now. But those of you watching live, tomorrow this episode will be released. With that being said, I don't have anything else I want to say. Michael?
Stay nerdy. We hate each other, but we're still friends.
I don't hate him. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. This has been a great episode. Next episode will probably be... I'm thinking about what's gonna come out. I don't know. Next episode we'll find a good topic to talk about. Let us know what I know this guy. I don't know why he hates me, man. Like, I love this guy. But that's the hope. Yeah, for those of you nerds out there, I'm sure you guys see all the hate that like nerds can like spew at each other, especially Star Wars fans. But there's no. I mean, we're all under the same umbrella. Like, we're all nerds. Be kind to each other. Even just because you have different opinions doesn't mean you gotta be hateful. Just, be kind to each other. We cuss at each other. We call each other stupid, and we yell and everything. But at the end of the day, we're buddies. Like, that's the whole point. Is we get to be nerds and have different opinions, and that's all. That's all it is. But with that being said, thank you guys for hanging out.
Yep.
My name is Tony.
And I'm Michael.
And this has been enough. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Stay nerdy. Bye-bye.